my crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Today is day 3 of our 12 days of Christmas. I'm going to be making a gift box that was inspired by a UK demonstrator, Sam Donald. I'm putting my own spin on it, and we're making a square box, but it comes together really, really easily. Now you will need a ruler and a pencil and a bone folder or a stylus with a, not a sharp edge, but something that you can draw score lines on. I'm going to be using Trimming the Tree for our sentiment and also probably my rectangle postage stamp punch. So yeah, let's get started. We're just going to grab our paper trimmer. Now, the piece of cardstock that I have here is 8.5 by 8. And we're going to start with the 8.5 inch on our top piece. So we're going to score every 2 inches. Make sure you have your scoring blade, not your cutting blade. I have to check about 5 times before I start anything, just to make sure that I'm grabbing the right blade. Oops. And just a quick little FYI, if your scoring blade ever stops working, just give Stampin' Up! A call. They can definitely help you out. Now, on the shorter side, so our 8-inch piece is going to be here. I'm going to close this down again. We're going to score 2 inches. And then on the other side, we're going to do 1.5 inches. Now, I played with this a few different ways, and 1.5 inches worked better for me. I always try it out on less expensive cardstock, just to make sure that it's actually going to work the way that I want. Now, before we take this out, I'm going to mark it halfway. So we've scored at 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to mark it 1, 3, 5, and 7. Pencil. Where'd you go? There you are. So we're going to mark, whoops, wrong side. So where we scored at 1.5 inches, where we scored at 2 inches this way, we've got 1.5 inches from top to bottom. We're going to mark at 1, 3, 5, and 7. So there's 1. You just need a very faint little pencil mark. So if you don't want to use your Stampin' Up! Trimmer for that, you can also just mark the halfway with a ruler, because you will need this for the next step. Now what you're going to do is you're going to score from the top of your mark. Actually, I'm going to burnish so it's a little easier for you guys to see. So I'm going to burnish the score lines. I like doing this before I do any cutting anyway, because it does make it a little bit easier to see what exactly you're trying to accomplish. And sometimes with the lighter cardstock, it's a little bit more challenging to see what's going on too. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got our score marks here. So what we're going to do is take our ruler and go from here to our join. Now I did that in pencil, just so that you could see a little bit better what I was doing. So now I'm going to bring my bone folder. You can choose to draw the pencil line if it makes you a little bit more confident in making sure that you're doing it properly. You can also just draw it exactly as I am. Okay, and I've got a pad of paper underneath too, so that helps with the scoring a little bit. And then what you're gonna do is put your finger and then just fold. And I'm gonna burnish this way as well, because again, it'll help when we go to put it together. I find doing it this way, while you can still manipulate everything and run your score lines and have them be flat, is way easier than trying to do it when your project is complete. Because it's challenging. I've made this a few times. I actually came across this a few years ago, and I absolutely love the variations that are available. Oh, sorry, runny nose today. I love the variations that are available on her site. She's got different sizes and sides of boxes. I like the 4. It's quick, it's easy, and relatively foolproof. So it did take me a few times to do the more complex ones to get them down pat. Okay, so we're gonna notch out this tab, and then we're gonna simply cut right up to our 2-inch score line. Then you're gonna need your adhesive for the next step. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can choose to decorate. You can decorate before you put everything together, or you can wait until after. I'm going to decorate before, but I've done it both ways. So this is about 1/4 of an inch smaller than my surface, which is 2 inches again by 4.5. Now don't forget, you can hop on over to the blog. I've got a printable over there for you, as well as some additional photos. Not sure why I said photos that way, but oh well. All right, and then here's our last piece. Oops, there we go. Okay, we've also got barrels of long hair. There we go. One of these tabs is going to be the outside. I like to put the adhesive on the center 3 and then have this be the outside. So we'll do 1, 2. If you prefer to use glue for this step, absolutely go for it. If you prefer Stampin' Seal, I'm just using the regular. Oh, and we're so close to being out of tape. Let's see if we can, fingers crossed, we'll get there. Oh, come on. Oh, sweet. Okay. I thought for sure I was going to run out of adhesive. So then I like to fold my box because it's a square. This part's easy. So you've got your tabs done. Flip it on its side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to do a rotation like that when I do my, oops, shoot, I forgot to do this top bit of the tab. Okay. Let me see. And of course the dog's gonna start to bark. All right. Be very, very careful. Okay. Go all the way to the top for this one. I think I was so preoccupied about running out of tape that I didn't want to do that part. So that part, having that tab there, is super important because that's what's going to make sure that your box actually closes. When I was working on this mock-up, I forgot and I cut it so that the box doesn't close this way. So now what we're going to do is take each of our tabs and we're just going to rotate and push so that there we go. Of course, that was not going to work. Fold it down. There you go. Perfect. Self-closing box. Open it up, put your treats and stuff in, close it up. You're good to go. If you want to give it a little bit of extra security and make sure that, like if you have to transport it somewhere and you're putting something maybe a little bit heavier in and you want to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere, you can always punch a couple of holes and tie a ribbon. Now we're going to do our tag. So trimming the tree is what we're using for our stamp set. I'm going to grab a piece of, real red here. And I've got a piece of twine. The twine that I'm using is actually from spares from a paper pumpkin kit. Let's see, which stamp are we going to use? I think, you know what, Sending Christmas Cheer, I think is a good one for this one. Then we're going to grab our block. You can stop barking. All right, we're going to do it this way. I'm stamping in garden green. The color doesn't really matter though, because it's going to show up darker on the red anyway. Now, you can choose to punch a hole and have it be a tag, or you can choose to just put it onto your piece, which I think I'm gonna do. Now here's where we're gonna run out of tape. Ooh, shockingly not. Okay. I am so sorry she's being so barky today. And I ran out of these, but I recently got an order. We're using rhinestones today. I don't know, there's just something about rhinestones. They add just the right little amount of bling. Grab our take your pick tool because it makes life quick and easy. I think I'll use the medium size. I always go for the, oh, actually, we're just gonna do this. I always go for the small ones first. This pack, I'm gonna use the bigger ones and the medium-sized ones first. I love my take your pick tool. It makes life so much easier. I was gonna put it on the tag, but I think I'm just gonna splot them on. Splot? There's a new word. I'm just gonna put them on our little holly pieces. Ooh, that's pretty. I like odd numbers, so we're gonna do, well, this worked out to be 7. And then I'm just gonna do on the corner, making it look like a brad. Ooh, I actually do have brads as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Just want to make sure that I'm putting it roughly centered. So, easy, hard? What are your thoughts on this box? I really do love how a few supplies, like you could even do your panels with scraps if you've got little bits and pieces laying around. I really do love how quickly and easily this box comes together. Now, you gotta put something inside. So let's see how many Lindt truffles we can get in. 2, 4, 8, maybe. We get 8. Oh, maybe we'll try 9. Might be pushing it a little. Oh, 9 fit. 10? Probably not. Well, you can get 10 in, but it's a little tight. So that's actually a pretty decent little Christmas gift for somebody. This would be awesome for a coach or a teacher, educational assistant, bus driver, anybody that you want to give a little bit of a pick-me-up to. If you do create this, please pop over to my Facebook group and show me what you create. And again, don't forget, hop over to my blog to grab the printable. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.